limp mic.
One of the things that popped yesterday, Dabo Swinney in his weekly press conference there, Monday press conference, like all these coaches do. He was talking about grading the game. His quote was, "It's like getting a final exam the first day of class. They made a 65, we made a 58. Neither one of us were great." So our guy Chris Marler asked, LouisianaSports.net, asked Brian Kelly about it during his press conference. And BK said, "I thought we dominated them in the second half." So he's either a really good grader giving himself a 58, or he's a really hard grader on us. Or he didn't see the second half, which that might be the case. He might not have wanted to see the second half.
Smart.
Was the reply from BK. And so BK was having none of that. And again, Marler put up a story on LouisianaSports.net if you want to see the clip there. Because, yeah, I'm going to disagree with Dabo as far as the grading scale there. I thought in the first half for LSU, they were trying to figure out what it was going to be. Like Tom Allen's coming over from Penn State. Now he's calling defenses for Clemson. You can see Joe Sloan try to figure it out a little bit of a jab. Let's throw the haymaker in the second half. And they were throwing body blows, headshots, leg whips, everything they could in the second half. And Clemson really had no answer for it. That second half was dominant. And I know that it didn't end up in points, although it should have a touchdown that wasn't a touchdown. But they dominated. LSU did the second half, and they outcoached Clemson on every single level. Now that we do have video back, like there was about 6 plays I think I sent y'all yesterday of someone clipped up of everything the offense did to keep Clemson on their heels. So I mean, I'm going to agree with BK here as far as if that's his grading system, I'd hate him as a professor.
No doubt.
Because I thought if you're grading the second half, I mean, it'd be hard not to give an A to what LSU was able to do.
Yeah, and I know D's are for degrees, but man, that grading scale is pretty rough there, which is fine. I mean, he's trying to like just give probably like a blow off comment, like to like saying, "Hey, man, we got a lot of work to do. Both teams are really good, but both teams are going to get a lot better." Yeah, I get that, but I'm sitting here just kind of like scrolling through tape as we're doing this show. I just saw like Monster Delane make a great play. Like that was an A+ play to me. So yeah, just like you said in the second half, where it doesn't show up in the scoreboard as much. So, we win the game 17-10, but it was a more dominant performance than a 17-10 scoreboard finale.
I mean, you got a touchdown taken away.
You got a touchdown taken away. If they played again right now.
Now that you've seen that, because during Saturday in the group chat during the game, you were kind of like, I don't really know. I can understand it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know your answer to this. I'm asking, like, now that you've seen it, what do you think of that play?
What I think is I don't really know the rule.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't think they do.
I looked up the rule yesterday, and the rule does not go into as much granular detail as you would think.
Right.
So it's always been my opinion, if the receiver starts to make his catch with his momentum going towards the ground, he has to finish it through the ground.
Right.
But
that wasn't the case on Saturday. When he caught the football, he established himself in bounds.
Well, because of 2
with
steps.
His leg.
Are you saying he established himself because of 2 steps?
He established himself because he wasn't falling.
I agree that it is a catch. I'm just saying when it happened, when I was watching it live and we were all texting each other, I watched it and the replay came back. It's like, oh, that's not a catch. Because his momentum is going toward the ground when the ball hits his hands. Like he's going toward the ground, even though he makes 2 steps as he's falling.
And then he hits the pylon, which
does count.
Any level of football, that's a touchdown.
I agree.
With possession. Pylon with possession.
It's just not like what a catch is needs to be more defined. It is a catch. I know. And it's such a hypocritical rule that Bauer Sharp can take almost 2 steps and it be called a fumble, and we can't take 2 steps at a pylon and it's called an incomplete pass. Like, how can you have possession and fumble?
How can it just be the same? Yeah.
How can it be the same thing? Right. Like, it has to be consistent. It can't be hypocritical on one side. It can't be both going against both rules, not judged the same, but they both penalize the offense.
Yeah, and so obviously I'm not watching the TV copy. I'm calling the game, but apparently the rules analyst was like, "That's a catch. That's a touchdown."
He was like,
he
was like, "It's a catch." Got his foot inbounds, hit the pylon. That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
And so me watching, like I said, I'm watching the TV copy. I'm like, "Oh, touchdown!" So
Yeah.
I didn't know. At no point in time,
Us either in the booth, so don't feel bad.
So at no point in time when the referee came in there to give the call, when he said incomplete, I was never a thought in my mind was he was going to say incomplete. It was either going to be down at the 1 or a touchdown. So when he said incomplete and then you missed the kick, I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I know, yeah. It felt like in that moment, it's like those are things that lose football games.
No doubt.
Because think about the momentum that you went from we got it on the 1 to, oh, my God, we scored. And when they went in, that's the only thing we thought they were looking at.
Yes.
When that man came back there and said incomplete pass.
Couldn't believe it.
I was hot on the CB was too. And I felt bad because Gordy's like, well, you know, I was like, no, I don't know. I don't know, Gordy. I need more.
You didn't like our group chat then?
No, I hated it, in fact. But you're lucky I was concentrating on the game and not just doing this to the buttons, texting you back. You're too close to the case.
Because
I told you that. You gotta turn your badge in.
It was not a catch. Dez did not have a catch.
Dez caught that ball every day and twice
Incomplete.
on Sunday.
Dez caught that.
Incomplete.
I get why you're like that. Yeah. But that was a catch.
I agree. Cases. LSU's was a catch. Dez was not a catch.
Okay.
You won the game. It's okay.
But they got rid of that rule, right? Like you had to finish every catch through the ground, no matter how many steps, right?
I mean, we think so. Nobody can really tell you what a catch is.
Nobody can.
Yeah.
Like I literally looked up the rule book yesterday.
Oh, and it's funny we say that because
it doesn't talk about that situation.
Yeah.
It doesn't talk about steps.
It just happened in the South Carolina game, Virginia Tech with Harbor, where they didn't count his touchdown either. So I was like, you know what? They let that one. They didn't count that one either. I'm not going to trip too hard about Barron. Even though I still feel like Barron Brown scored. The fact that they didn't call that for Nick Harbor, I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, that was BS too.
Yeah.
But I will say this. Final point before we take this break. To have that happen to you, miss the kick,
yes,
and still not let momentum go to Clemson for the rest of the game, that kind of shows you the DNA and the wiring of this group is different than it has been in the past.
Oh, 100%.
Would you agree there?
Because they got that crazy dude energy on defense. That's why.
Oh, I mean, let's call it like it is. They have meathead energy on defense.
Yep.
They've got the perfect amount of meathead with skill, with high football IQ, and just dog in them.
Yes.
And I'm like, as we're talking right now, I'm like flipping through the actual 11-on-11 game film right now as we're like, and I can't even see numbers a lot of times because it's the zoomed out sideline version. And we got to be so excited about our DBs. I mean, we're talking lockdown corner play right now, both sides of the ball. It's very impressive. So much energy.
Gulf South, you noticed how LSU was trying to hurry up after the play. They knew it would be incomplete. Actually, if you go back and you watch the All-22, I don't know what the TV showed, they weren't. They actually were checking at the line of scrimmage on the next play. I thought actually Gulf South they would. I thought they would actually rush to the line. But if you go back, because I pointed that out on the broadcast, they weren't. They were kind of like Nussmeier was pointing and getting people kind of lined up. And so I think and if you watch the LSU coaches sideline, they were signaling touchdown. That's what they were trying to get. They weren't trying to hurry up and get a play because they thought it was incomplete. I talked with one of the coaches after the game, and they said, no, we knew it was a touchdown and not down at the 1, and that's what we were trying to signal there. So they were as surprised as we were.
It was clear and obvious, like live, that it was a touchdown, like that he had caught it and crossed the pylon. Like, of course, nobody saw the bobble at the end, like the ground moved the ball.
Yeah.
But like for that guy to mark it down at the 1 was pretty
that was
ballsy.
Wild behavior too.
That was wild behavior.
Yes. All right, we got to take a break. We'll do it more OTB here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.